I'm so delighted to be here. Thank you. I was here last year, and I'm so grateful to God that we are all seeing ourselves again in 2022. What a mighty God we serve. Hallelujah. I want to honestly appreciate the organizers of this wonderful conference. These wonderful twins making us proud. Each time I look at them, I see greatness. I see that our future is assured. I see that there's hope. And someone was telling me that looking at these young men, you will never believe their age. I said, yes. He said, are you sure they are telling the truth? I said, why would they lie? Because they started doing exploits quite early. Well, some people are still trying to find their purpose. They've already found one and they are following it. So it's quite commendable. God bless you both and keep inspiring you to do more for yourselves and for the society. Thank you for making our time to be here to interact with us. I don't want to say listen because I think many people are tired of listening to people. They want interaction. We discovered that there's so much gap between us and them, especially when from home. There's gap between parents and children. In the church, the pastor comes, preaches, and goes. You have some questions bothering you. You don't have the courage to, ask some questions and all of that. So it's better we say, let's interact. And like Gideon said, when we gather like this, we have fun, we network, we interact, we learn and unlearn and relearn. And that is the essence of this conference. So you are in the right place. And I pray that God will talk to you through various speakers you'll be listening to this evening. I want to also appreciate my fellow speakers, all of you that came from far and near. God bless you all for coming. All right. I think you said I have just 10 minutes, right? And I think I've used like 3 minutes already. I don't know. How many of us here would want to travel abroad? You want to leave this country? Solomon, you're not looking at them. Look at your people that you think you are with here. Even you, Brutus. Okay, maybe you don't get the question. Let me rephrase. How many of you would like to travel out of this country and not come back? Okay, you want to come back, but you want to stay there for like 10, 20 years before you come back. Or you want to be there and be coming back. Can you imagine? No, let me shock you. All of us, we go stay here. Look at you. So who do you want to leave this country for? You want to leave it for the enemy. And maybe Solomon. They even said they want to travel. So how can you live? We will never allow this kind of brain to live here. But you find out that it's like those people out there appreciate us more than us here. You see the black people making us proud over there outside the country. But I want to tell us, it's not just about traveling out of the country. We are talking about redefining purpose in an evolving society. If you know the purpose why you're created by God, you know that you can fulfill it anyway. I'm telling you, so many people have tried to, use their own imagination to define their purpose. And that has also taken them out of their real purpose, as in the real reason God created them. So I know many of us will want to travel abroad, but I was one person growing up and said, no matter what, when my mom traveled, she was making effort for so many people, so many of my siblings to come out. I said, please don't make effort for me. I want to be here. Because I've started seeing my life. I've started seeing the lives I will touch. I've started seeing the lives that will touch me too. And I said, no, I can't leave this country now. It's not that if I travel out, I will not touch lives. But God has a purpose for, having me here. So I started discovering it. So if we're going to redefine purpose, first of all, you have to know where you started from. Maybe the purpose you have been pursuing, such as, some people have been, let me use the word useless. They've been rendered useless because all their lives, they've been chasing Obodo. They want to travel out of this country. So anything you're saying, in fact, some of them have gone into depression because they have missed so many opportunities to travel. God made it in a way that I finally got married to someone here. And by the time he started opening up some parts of my life and some part of some tasks he has, packaged for me, I said, oh, wow. So this is why you didn't even want me to leave Enugu with all the effort I made. Just like some of us have made several efforts to live here or to change course, to change profession, to change job, to change business without sitting down to ask God, is this my purpose for being who I am today? Growing up, because Solomon said he would like us to share experience. It's good because if you start saying, some people will say, we are tired of theories. Yes, let's bring it down to ourselves. Growing up back then in the primary school, when I was in primary 4, I wasn't doing very well. And they called my aunt and said, please, this your girl has to go back to primary 1. And because I was always vocal from childhood, I told my aunt, please, instead of me to go back to primary 1, take me back. I came from a village school to township. I said, please take me back to the village. Let me finish my primary school. When I finish, I will now come back. I can't allow my mates to be in primary 4. Why I'll be in primary 1? Or then another one, the worst thing that can happen to you is when you cannot talk. Some of these people you see that are depressed today is because they cannot talk. They can't speak out. They can't talk about themselves. They can't defend themselves. So, but it wasn't my case. I was able to speak as tender as I was. I said, please, can you give me some chance? I just relocated from village to township. How do you expect me to, the gap was so much. And I thank God for my aunt that believed in me and gave me that opportunity. By primary 5, I wrote a letter to my mom. In fact, no, what happened was that they brought a letter and said they should deliver to me. We lost someone that was so dear to me. But they said, give it to Nnenna. She doesn't know how to read, so she won't even know what is written there. She will now give it to her aunt when the aunt comes back. So I opened the letter and read it and saw that I have lost my aunt. I started crying. And that was the first shock. You mean she can now read? Then the day I wrote a letter to my mom, she couldn't believe I was the one that wrote it. And by primary 6, I was now contesting first, second, third position. That took me through secondary. I said, no, I cannot, because I knew what they were planning for me to go back to, you can imagine. So I want to encourage someone who wants to redefine his or her purpose this evening to, first of all, start identifying your capacities, know what you can do for yourself, be outspoken. Even when it's only a tree that will hear that they want to kill it and it will remain one place and will not talk. Somebody is feeding you with what you don't like, with what you know cannot help your life. This is actually not you. They are offering you a job that, this is not me. Is it because Nigeria is like this? That's why I have to take this job? Is it because it's something, things are not working? That's why I have to go into this business? No, you have to sit down and ask yourself, is this what I am called to do? As a practicing lawyer, I was fervent, going to court every now and then. Going to court, but I wasn't finding so much satisfaction. I told myself, you need to be at the bench. You need to be at the bench. Because when I look at some people get away because some of the technicalities in court, and I say, I wish I was the judge. And God answered my prayer. I started from the lower court. I started sitting. Each time I deliver judgment, people will be like, this woman, not the Kwakine, how do you know that this person was the owner of this land? Are we following? And then I started finding fulfillment. You need to see my joy when I'm going. Then I know that I was going somewhere. I was beginning to kind of fulfill the purpose. Because I keep telling myself, you're the Deborah of your time. You're the Esther of your time. I was seeing it. Mind you, I got married to a pastor. So it also afforded me opportunity of interacting with women, interacting with youth and larger, congregation. Then, finally, okay, my time, how many more minutes? 5, I still have more time, 5 minutes. So, and then, from there, someone said, Mama, why not come and join this political party? I say, do you look at me and I resemble a politician in your eyes? He said, no, but mommy, you are just wonderful. You are this. A fellow Christian To cut the long story short, I ventured into politics. I started coming, I was their secretary, writing, doing things, and I was finding joy because when I come, I will see that people will gather, will talk to ourselves, we encourage ourselves. And the day they decided that they were going to make me their flag bearer for governorship candidate, you know what happened? When they called me, the chairman called me and said, please, don't go and tell that. Don't ever say, don't say it. What happened? Finally, they tried to encourage me. My husband said, you can do it with God. Nothing shall be impossible. My brethren, do you know that when I ventured into politics, I started seeing another me? I'm telling you, another me started evolving, started coming out. So there are some of us who are already fulfilling maybe our purpose, but there may still be something in you that you have not discovered. Just like Saul in the Bible said he was going about looking for his father's lost ass, or lost whatever. And on the way, God found him a king. So some of you who are running away to go and find this one, go and find this one. This one is the Int'l. You run, they say it's entrepreneurship. You have not sat down to look at yourself and say, what can I do? And what are those things that give me joy, pleasure, that I have passion doing, and that impact life? That when I do, people are happy. Do you know, every day of my life, I open my phone, I keep getting, thank you, ma. God bless you, ma. It could just be that I cancelled somebody. This political opportunity afforded me opportunity to open up to people to assess me. I could assess the public could assess me. People like Solomon wouldn't have known me if I was just only a legal practitioner going to court every day and then maybe being just a pastor's wife. Do you understand? I now went into development work, into NGO. I started interacting with people, getting people around me. I started hearing people's stories. They started hearing mine, and we started encouraging ourselves. I see myself finding joy in my purpose of life. So, for you seated here, it's not yet over with you. Even if you have arrived, there's still greater heights. You still have a lot of places to go. You still have other things to tap from. You still have other knowledge, all that you need to explore. Don't limit yourself and don't close your mouth. Find joy and passion in what you're doing and ask yourself, this thing I'm doing, how is it impacting the next person? As a leader, like I told us last year, you are a leader in your various rights. To a child close to you, you're a leader. Because you have a little influence on that person. So anybody you are capable of influencing, you're a leader to that person. So how are you leading the person? So we are talking about leadership roundtable, redefining purpose. You must, first of all, find the purpose. Then ask yourself, this purpose, is it taking me to the next level? Is it taking me to my dream? Is it impacting lives? Because that is the essence of our living. We are not living for ourselves. All right? So I've looked at my life and the level God has brought me. I said, God, thank you that I found purpose from reading law, reading all of this, then redefining it from marriage to ministry and then to the political and the NGO development and all that social activities we have been doing that I never knew I could do. And that's why, as you're seated here, I'm not looking down on anybody. As we are seated here today, we are seeing generals, bishops, pastors, presidents, governors' wives, great men and women. The only thing you need to ask yourself is, am I ready? And then, of course, God made the difference in my life. God changed my life. The moment I gave my life to Jesus, He started beautifying me and started ministering to me. And I have no regrets knowing who God is. Maybe during the interactive session, we interact more. Thank you so much for this opportunity.